Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm really excited because today we are going to be continuing with the Makeup 101 like I did with the contouring the other day. Today we're going to be doing winged eyeliner, which is probably my favorite thing in the whole wide world, and I'm pretty sure everybody that knows me kind of realizes that, because if I have makeup on, I don't leave the house without my wings. And that's pretty cool. My thing with wings is it kind of goes back to when I was a kid, because I've been wearing winged liquid liner since I was 7. And before y'all have a conniption fit, the reason why is because I danced for 20 years, and so I would have to do stage makeup, and so we would have to wear liquid liner put into a wing for recitals, and to lift the eye and give it definition and everything like that. And when I was about 10 or 11, my mom quit doing it, and she quit doing my makeup and made me start doing it myself. So of course my mom did teach me, but I had to learn my own way to do it and the ways that work the best for me. And actually I have found out that the best way that works for me is backwards from what just about all the YouTubers tell you to do, which I'm not saying that I'm right and they're wrong, or I'm better or anything like that. This is just the way I do it. Normally, conventionally advised is to say to do the wing first and then to go in and do the eyelid. I actually will do the eyelid first and then the wing, and this is just the way I do it. So if you have tried doing the wing first and find that it does not work that well for you, or you're still having trouble with it, give this a try, because this might actually work better for you. And you never know. I think that a lot of people are super daunted by winged eyeliner because it is such a dramatic look. So your brain's already like, bam, that's a little scary. And so I think that people get a little bit concerned about it and really would like to try it, but they're just kind of like, I don't know if I can make that straight. That's okay, because normally, as long as they're not like super wonky, nobody is going to be close enough to your eyes to see if it's crooked. And if they are, you probably have bigger problems than your eyeliner, just saying. Now, you can probably see that this eye looks a little funky, and that is because I started recording and put the eyeliner on and did not realize it, and for some reason my camera quit recording on me. It like disconnected my Bluetooth device, because I have this little remote that I use, and when this gets disconnected it quits recording, and so it quit recording on me, and then I don't even know when it did. So obviously, since this is a winged liner tutorial, I had to take it off and do it again, so it looks a little funky, but whatever. Okay, so today we are going to be using liquid liner with a brush. It looks like this. And we're going to be using liquid liner with a pen. So this is a felt tip. These are the kind of pens. When I was younger, they did not have these. They had, if you had felt tip, you had little things like this. We're not going to be using this today, but I'm just using this for demonstration. And I hated these things. Absolutely hated them with a passion that burns from within, because you had like no control over these, and they would give like this funky little wedge for a wing unless you were super careful and precise, and it was just a pain in the butt. So I've always used the one with a brush, and this is what a lot of people are terrified of. And nowadays these pens, there's tons of them now, and I never used these until about a year and a half ago. Ipsy sent me several of these, not at one time of course, and I used them, and I was just in awe at how much I liked them. And I love that you don't have to wait for them to dry. So brush tip will always be my holy grail. But on days when I'm trying to hurry up and I want a nice clean line, but I don't want to wait for it to dry, I go with the pen. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm just going to, I've already got my bangs pinned back because I didn't want to deal with them today, and I'm just going to brush my hair behind my ears. And if my hair looks a little odd, which I kind of think it does, it's because I tried to pineapple it today. And every single time I pineapple my hair, I can never handle leaving it in long enough. And so it's like it's still wet. I got a lot of volume. You can see, like, if it was dry, it would look really nice and lifted at the roots. But I just can never leave it up there all day long because that t-shirt drives me crazy. So Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Now, my zoom on my camera is a little funky, and it's very difficult for me to get it at the perfect, picture, I guess you could say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot in as close as I can, and then I'm going to use my little mirror here, and I'm going to look in my mirror and do it, and then I will, at each step that I'm talking about, I will lean as close as possible. I think you should be able to see it okay. We shall see. So first we're going to take it out of here. This is L'Oreal Liner Intense in Carbon Black. The label is completely gone off of it. I've tried several different brush tip liners. I always go back to this. This is not cruelty free. So if you want cruelty free, you're going to have probably look into NYX, or I believe NYX is cruelty free, or Wet n Wild. So what I do is I pull it out, and then this has the little stopper on there to prevent you from getting too much, but I just wiggle this around here to make sure that there's not a big old glob on there. And now we're going to place this in the center of the eye first. Our first goal in doing this liner is to get it as close to the lash line as possible, because if you have fair eyelashes like me, you're going to get a gap, and we want to try to fill that gap in as much, because it's very difficult to get your mascara all the way in there. So first we're going to place it in the middle. Now I am going to rest my hand on my face. I might put it back down on the table, but you do need to hold your hand steady. So we're just going to apply it to the middle of the eye first, and now we're going to go to the inner corner. And now look at it and take it as far in as you want. If you are using liner with a brush, this stuff burns really bad if you get it in your eye. So be very careful not to get it in your eye. Now I'm going to add a little bit more, and I'm going to do the other side. Okay, now you can see that we have a perfect line here. It's not straight, but we have it going all the way. And so now we're going to dip back in here, and we're going to clean this up, change the thickness, and then we're going to start working on the wing. Okay, that's the thickness that I want. Now that I've done this, once I've gotten to this outer third here, I'm going to start pulling my line out straight. My baby woke up. Ugh. Okay, so now that we've pulled it out this far, now if you feel here, we have pulled this to the ocular orbit here. This is right where it starts. Now is when you're going to start bringing it up. And that's as high as I'm going to bring it. Now that we have it here, let me check my line there. That looks good. Okay, now you're going to go to this bottom, the outer corner of your eye. Hold on, sister. And you're going to make it meet. Just like that. And then you're just going to fill it in. If you mess up a little bit, you can definitely take a Q-tip dipped in makeup remover and kind of wipe it, and then take a flat concealer brush and you can smooth it out. So I'm going to let this start drying, and I'm going to go get my baby. I will fast forward through this and we'll go on to the other eye. Okay, I'm back and I look ridiculous. So how much you want to bet YouTube is going to choose this for my thumbnail picture? Okay, here. No. Hold on just a second. Sorry. Okay, so now we are going to go on to... Shh. That was not a long enough nap, people. Let me check to make sure it's dry real quick. It will start to lose its gloss, and it will start to feel a little bit tight. Now, this eyeliner, this Liner Intense, actually has an awful lot of gloss to it anyway, so really rely on the way it feels. But now we're going to go ahead and get started with this. We are basically going to apply this the same way. And I think that I might be able to do this while nursing the baby. We shall see. So you're going to lay it in the middle of the eye. Make sure you get as close to the lash line as possible. Sorry. Okay. And now we're going to go to the inner corner. Now I have started taking this. What I do is I take my pen and I hold it like you would a pen. And I pull it like this all the way to the inner corner. I just like the way it looks. You don't have to do that. Let me check it. Okay, I got a little bit on my inner corner there, but I can fix that. And now we're going to do the outside. Yeah. I'm sorry. There's something about when I turn the camera on, she's suddenly interested in me. She suddenly seems to think she needs to be involved in my life. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. But at least her little head's not in this one. So even though it is an adorable little red-headed head. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to do the wing. And same thing. You're going to, once you get to this outer corner, you're going to start you're going to go straight out. Once you get to the outer third of your eye. Once you hit the ocular orbit, you're going to start pulling up. And I really hope that I can do this with one hand while looking in here. So, let me get as close as I can. Pull out straight. Oh, that's nice. Let me balance the baby. And with these, you do have to kind of pull your eye a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press my hand here, my finger here, right on my ocular orbit, and then I'm just going to gently pull, and I'm going to create my wing. Now, same thing. You're going to go at the bottom here, and you're going to bring it up to me. I need to check this before I start doing all that. It's not that crooked, actually. A tutorial on winged eyeliner, and my wings are crooked because I'm having to do this with a baby right here. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Yeah. Now, the good thing about these is that because of this point that they have, it is very easy. Like, let's say you were to do this wing, and this actually, from what I can see here, yeah, it has a very nice tapered point on it. But if you did it, you would literally just take this and like take it up very quickly. And so now I'm just going to try to fix this spot here. And basically you just make it thicker. And see, I'm not even having to wait for this to dry. I have a hump. I have a hump. Let me check it. I guess this is just going to be a theme to my videos, that I'm going to be doing things one-handed while holding a baby. I guess this is my life now. Let me fix this. This looks a little ratchet. Okay. That's it. That's how you do a wing. Now, you do not have to do them as big as I did mine, but I thought that it would probably be best tutorial-wise if they were quite large. This is probably my everyday wing. I do occasionally do very small ones, and I wouldn't necessarily even consider those wings. I would consider those more like little ticks. So like you would pull it straight out, and then you would just come in and just flick it kind of up. And if you would like to see a video on how to do those little mini wings, I will definitely show you. I could also show you how to do like fishbone eyeliner, which is where you do liner here as well. So if you have any other requests for a specific winged liner look, then go ahead and let me know. I really hope that you try this out. You do not have to use the products I used, but I wanted to show you different styles, and this is what I have. You could also use gel eyeliner. Honestly, I like gel eyeliner. It gives a softer finish, I guess you could say. So you can see that this is like, these are very hard lines that I have going on in my eyes right now. It will kind of meld in better. Now, winged liner is not supposed to look natural. There's no way you're going to make this look natural, but that's a good thing. But don't go, if you're super fair skinned, go out with the intention of trying to make your winged liner look more natural and less black by buying super dark brown or super dark gray that are supposed to look black. And I don't know if they make a lot of these anymore, but they used to. And they're ridiculous because they go gray, and not gray in the good way, like pretty gunmetal kind of looking liner. No, these go gray. Like, I've had my eyeliner on too long. It's about to flake off of my face. It's not pretty. Don't do that. So you could do a colored liner, like, you know, a pretty blue or purple or plum or something like that. But if you want it to look like this, get black. And I recommend that you get as black as possible. Like L'Oreal, which, like I said, they're not cruelty free. So if you're into that, you have to get something else. L'Oreal has a carbon black line, and these are super, super black pigmented products. You want something like that, which nowadays, like I said, people are kind of getting away from that. And so it is easier to find stuff that will not go gray on your face. So I think that's it. I'm going to be filming a DIY tutorial possibly today, if not today, tomorrow. This will hopefully, today is Tuesday, this will hopefully be uploaded today. I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you have any requests, go ahead and let me know, because I am going to be doing makeup 101s for the whole face. And unlike my DIY videos, I'm not having a whole rhyme or reason to them. So if you would like to see something next, go ahead and let me know. So if you would like to see eyebrows or maybe eyeshadow similar to this, obviously that doesn't look like a hot mess because I had to take it off. You know, lips, cut creases, smoky eyes, things like that, go ahead and let me know. Make sure that if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that for me. And please go ahead and give this a thumbs up and share with your friends.